Hey guys, so today is day 4 of Knights of North Castle, brought to you by Lake Jackson First United Methodist Church. So our verse of the week once again is, be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power, Ephesians 6:10. Today my special guest is Jesus. Jesus walks on water is what you will hear about with Miss Marjorie later. And then with Miss Yvonne, you'll color your own little mask, night mask. And then if you choose to watch the family activity video, you will learn about water and what floats in water. And then you will, because we can't really walk on water, can we? Not normally. And so you can also play a game with Miss Chelsea called Balloon Shield. So I hope you all have a good day, and we see you back tomorrow. Bye.
Good day, Knights of North Castle. Welcome back to the Bible Story Station, or as I like to call it, the Story Hall. On yesterday's quest for the King's armor, we explored the cherished story of the birth of Jesus. Mary unlocked the secret to the shoes of peace. When we welcome peace into our hearts and share that peace with others, we know we are standing for God's way. With the belt of truth, the breastplate of justice, and the shoes of peace, our quest is halfway complete. Today, we have another quest for yet more of the King's armor. And as before, let us prepare our hearts with the banner verse from Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power. Come, let me hear you say it. Be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power. Well done. Now, let's imagine we're underwater as we say our banner verse. This is going to be a tad undignified. We're going to say the verse like this. I see you laughing. Come on, come. You can say the verse. I know you can do it. Let's all do it together. Here we go. Be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power. Tee! Huzzah! You did it. Our tale from the King's book is from the New Testament again, a book called Matthew. And the action begins by a lake. That baby from yesterday's story, Jesus, he has grown now and doing miraculous things. Oh, look. Here come his disciples now.
The books of Matthew, Mark, and John all tell about an interesting adventure involving Jesus, his close friends, a boat, and a storm. It all begins at the end of a famous miracle where Jesus fed a large group of people with only 5 loaves of bread and 2 small fish. After everyone had eaten and collected the leftovers, Jesus told his friends to get in a boat and sail to the other side of a big lake. When they left in the boat, Jesus took time to talk to his dad. We just call that praying. As it got later in the night and the sky grew darker, Jesus' friends were in the boat, in the middle of the lake, in the middle of a storm. So what did Jesus do next? Jesus didn't need a boat. He didn't need a life preserver. He didn't need a swimsuit. He didn't even need a rain jacket. Jesus just started walking on the water. Jesus walked on top of the lake, in the dark, in the storm, all the way to his friend's boat. His friends thought he was a ghost. Jesus said, "No worries, guys. It's just me, Jesus." So what did his friends do? They were all still very afraid, all except for Peter. He shouted back to Jesus, "Hey, if it's really you, Jesus, can I come out there and walk on the water too?" His friends were shocked. But Jesus said, "Absolutely, come on out here." Peter looked right at Jesus and climbed out of the boat, walking on the water. However, Peter quickly remembered that he was in the middle of the lake, in the middle of a storm, at night. He began to sink and cried out, "Lord, save me!" but Jesus immediately grabbed him. As they walked back to the boat, Jesus said, "Why did you worry about the water in the storm? Where did your faith go?" When they walked back into the boat, the storm died down. His friends began to tell Jesus, "Wow, if we had any doubts, they are gone now. You are definitely God's son." And this is just one great story from the King's Book.
Jesus challenged Peter and the other disciples to have faith. Faith means believing in something, even when you can't see it. One thing that we know is very real, even though we can't see it, is breath. For our closing prayer today, we are going to do a simple breath prayer that follows a key word from each of our weekly castle callouts. Let's all take in a gentle breath through our nose. Then sigh out the word truth. True. That was our castle call out for the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, standing true. Now, let's take in another gentle breath through the nose. This time sighing out the word justice. Justice. That was our castle call out for the story of David defeating Goliath. Now, let's breathe in and sigh out the word peace. Peace. That was our castle call out for the story of Mary journeying to Bethlehem. Finally, let's breathe in and sigh out our castle call out for today. Faith. That was our castle call out for the story of Jesus walking on water. Let's breathe in and sigh out the word faith one more time. Amen.
Hello, welcome to day 4 of crafts for Vacation Bible School, Knights of North Castle. Today we're going to armor up with faith by coloring your own knight's mask. So you have a knight's mask that you can color. So you'll need markers or crayons, and we also have a strap. Today's Bible story was about Jesus walking on water. Since we're focusing on faith, Garrison, what do you think this story had to do with faith?
Well, when Peter was walking on the water, as long as he stayed focused and he had faith in Jesus, he was able to stay above the waves. But when he lost focus, he started to sink. So I think we're supposed to still have faith in Jesus even when we can't see him, even if we're in trouble.
Great. So Paul wrote a letter when he was in prison to the Ephesians, and he talked about wearing the armor of God. And we're focusing on that Bible verse this week, Ephesians 6, verse 10. And so today we're making our very own knight's mask as part of our armor of God. So once you've finished coloring, you're going to take the strap, put the ends through each of the holes, pull it back to make it secure, and there's your own knight's mask. Have a great day.